All right, this is just an honors topic. We are just covering what if the rotation happens and it's not about the center point? What does that look like? And how would we figure that out? So basically, we're going to end up moving, I put quotation marks around the word moving, our origin to our new point and look at that in reference to our rotation and then causing that rotation to happen just like normal. So our rotation still has the same two D's. Direction and so what if our point of rotation is not the origin? So let's talk about that. So basically, here's an example. We're going to rotate the segment BC counterclockwise 90 degrees about the point P, -3, 3. So we're going to do a rotation about point P 90 degrees. What I like to do is redraw my axes. So pretend this is my new y-axis, this is my new x-axis. And from there, I can use those same rules of rotation that we discovered yesterday. Okay, so this is now, instead of, it goes from -6, 5, so our point B is -6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and our point C, and in reference to our new axes, point B is the point -3, 2. So if I want to rotate it clockwise, according to our rules of rotation and our new axes, this would be the point -2, -3. Okay, which then if we move it back so that it's based on the origin becomes the point -5, 0. I can do the same thing with C. So C, according to our new axes, is -1, 2. So according to our rules of rotation, it should be at the point -2, -1. I should write that in a different color. Okay, with that, in reference to the actual origin, is now the point -5, 2. So my hint to you is draw new axes with your rotation points as the new origin. Now use the same rotation rules as before. So let's practice this now that we have a beautiful example behind us. So our point B is now the point 2, 3. So over 2, up 3. So here's my point B that is my new origin. So I'm going to redraw my axes, making B my origin. So there's my new origin. Okay, and my point C is normally over 5, up 2. So here's C. We're going to rotate it 270 degrees counterclockwise. So that would be 90, 180. So 270 is going to end with me in that quadrant. So according to my new axis, this point C is actually 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3. So point C is actually 3, -1. So if I want to move it over here, everything's going to be negative. I'm going to flip them places. So it'll be -1 over 1, 2, 3. So this will be my new C prime. Okay. So if you look, it was down 1 over 3. Now it's left 1, down 3. So it's now in the correct spot. So here's my new point C. So C prime, in reference to the actual origin, is at the point 1, 0. Okay, let's try another one. So here's our triangle. We're going to rotate about the point -1, -5, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to rotate all of these points. So I'm going to make this my new origin. And I'm going to rewrite these points in reference to that origin. So this is at the point -1, 0. This is now at the point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is at the point 6, 5. This is at the point -5, 1, and 6. Okay, so that's in reference to my new origin, -1, -5. All right, so now we're going to rotate everything -90 degrees, which means we're taking everything and rotating it that way 1. Okay, so this means that instead of -5, 6, it'll still be +5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this one will now be at 5, -6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to label them A, B, and C just to help myself. So this is B prime, this is C prime. And then instead of at -1, 0, if I want to rotate it, it'll now be at 0, 1. So this is A prime. So this is my new triangle that was rotated 90 degrees about that point. Okay, and those points obviously in reference to the new origin. So A's new point becomes, so A prime is -1, -1, 2, 3, 4. B prime is now at 4, 1. And C prime is now at 4, -11. Okay, so that rotation doesn't always look like it rotated when looking only at the points, but if you look at the picture, it does, especially if you've redrawn your new axes. Let's try this one more time. So we're going to be rotating about the point 2, 1. So over 2, up 1, there's our rotation point, which means this is my new axis. Okay, and we're rotating 180 degrees, so it's going to take this and rotate 1, 2. So it's going to take everything over there. So let's see what happens. First, I'm going to label them A, B, C. And in reference to my origin, B is at 1, 2, -1. A is at 1, -1, 2, 3. And C is at 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I rotate 180 degrees, it doesn't matter the direction. I just flip the signs on both of them. So instead of at 1, -3, A prime will be at -1, +3. So this is now A prime. B prime will be at -2, +1. And C prime will be at -1, -5. So there's my new rotated triangle. Okay? So I want you guys to go ahead and try this rotation here and try this rotation here. Once you're done with that, go ahead and write your recap. Write the rules for rotating 90, 270, and 180 about the origin. Okay? And that way, and then maybe write a little piece about how to change your origin to wherever